Sometimes I just look at the notification and I'm like, oh, I'll answer it later or something.
You
And
don't
I
even
just
see the notification.
and
Just
I
like
just swipe it and I forget about it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Illa Show. You already know my name's Justin. Beside me is the wifey Valerie, and this is where we talk about everything and anything. And before we get started with the video, please hit that like, subscribe, and also turn on notifications so you get notified when we upload.
yes. So for today's topic, basically, we are going to talk about. Oh yeah, I'm gonna mention some toxic traits, and we'll see if it's even toxic or not for us.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see toxic behavior over here. Call some people out. I'm joking.
No. Okay. We're gonna start with the.
An easy one.
Start.
A
It's
soft
obvious. It's obvious. Cheating.
I mean,
I
come
mean,
on, everyone knows that cheating is wrong. Unless you're single.
Well, if you're single, then you're not cheating.
No, I mean like if you're not doing the cheating.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
So you gotta look at it from both perspective.
Yeah.
Like if
So-
you're in a relationship, you're doing cheating. If you're single and you're the third person, you're not actually cheating.
Yeah, that's true.
You gotta work your angles.
Okay. Second one. Ha. Reply to people in my head and forget to text back. That's me. Hey, that's
That is
me.
you.
Because every time like I see a notification and I read it, and I was like, okay, maybe I'll I'll answer later. But in my head, I already answered in my head,
Yeah,
and then I
sometimes
just forget about it.
sometimes I just look at the notification and I'm like, oh, I'll answer it later or something.
You don't
and I
even
just
see the notification.
and
Just
I
like
just swipe it and I forget about it. And it's like 1 or 2 hours later, I'm like, why didn't I get another notification back? Or why didn't I get a reply? And then I go
Yeah.
back into the chat and I never replied in the first place.
yeah, that's also me.
And
Like
then you just,
always.
or when you just open the chat and then something happens and you just close it and you already thought you replied. Like for example, if
yeah,
I'm at the
yeah,
table and I opened the message and you called me into the room or something, and I just like closed everything and I thought I replied, and then you go back into the messages, you all know that you type, oh, I typed something but I didn't click send.
No, but me, yeah.
Excuses.
It's not excuses. It happens a lot. Okay. I'm not sure if this is a toxic trait, but in a way it is. Being late.
Depends on the occasion.
Because like for me, like
I need a
okay,
scenario.
I won't say I'm late every time. It depends. Like for example, if I have to go like I don't know, my aunt's house or uncle or your house, I'll take my time because whatever. But if it's like a party or like we have a reservation in the restaurant or whatever, and like someone is late, at like 10 minutes or 15 minutes late, for some reason I'll be pissed off. Or like you're telling me a time, you're picking me up,
That's true.
and then you're still not here 30 minutes after.
What are you complaining about? You're the ones who's always like, yeah, I'll be there in 15 minutes. And then take half an hour to get to my house.
Because I'm driving, okay? But yeah. For some reason, in a way, they don't value the time, and it drives me
Yeah.
nuts.
I think like since being here, it's I always prioritize being on time,
Yeah.
like from young.
hmm
But here I think it's
From you, wait, hold on. From young?
Yeah.
Since when?
I always
I
been
don't-
on
I
time.
don't think
That's
it
the people
works.
around me
Ah.
that's not on time.
Okay. Uh huh.
Okay.
Moving on.
I'm
Uh-huh.
always ready on time at the house or whatever, and I just have to wait for people,
Yeah. I think after we came here,
aka you.
not me. What do you mean me?
There's been a lot of times that you've been late or you made us late
Where?
before,
Where?
like back home.
Where?
I don't know, some things.
If it's like restaurant or whatever, I'm always on time.
No,
if it's
but
a
I mean,
party, it starts at 7 o'clock. I'm already ready, and I'm just waiting for you to pick me up.
that's not always true.
99%.
When we get ready at your house, you take a long ass time.
Yeah, because it's not really like we don't have a specific time to be there.
Mm.
If it
But
was
yeah.
like if we have like reservation and or
Yeah,
something,
no, if you
then
have an
I'll
appointment, something like
prioritize
that,
it.
yeah.
But if it's just like, oh, let's just hang out by, I don't know, Pasay or something, there's no estimate time, so I'm just gonna take my time.
Exactly. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Like if there's an occasion, I will be on time.
Yeah, especially when there's a party starts at that time. If you're like, at least if you're 30 minutes late, let's say if for example a party starts at 7, 30 minutes late or whatever, fine. But not that you're coming 2 hours later. Bro, that drives me nuts, man. And
That's
you know
true.
well.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Who here?
Ooh.
Correcting others when they are wrong.
I don't think it's a toxic trait. Depends on the occasion as well. It
It
really
depends.
depends.
It depends how you do it. It also depends, like, I don't know. Yeah, so it depends how you do it.
I think there's a time and place to correct.
Yeah.
Not every time, like when you're wrong or saying something, you immediately have to correct it. It could be after as well.
You know that you have this, right?
What?
You have this.
What are you
toxic
talking
trait,
about,
right?
bro?
Toxic trait.
What are you talking about, bro?
And then afterwards, when you correct someone, then then not you, but like you end up like having a discussion for like 30 minutes or whatever, proving your point. Do you think I have time for that? Just, dude, if you're wrong and I know I'm right, I'm just gonna let you whatever. Do you, man?
I'm gonna let
not
you
gonna-
know that you're
I'm
wrong.
not gonna discuss to you in like 30 minutes.
Why not? What else do I have to do, bro?
Is the sun round, flat?
I mean,
Hey, dude, the conversation was like, okay.
because we were having a discussion. We were in a group, and me and this guy started having this discussion, and it was like 5 minutes, and we were just like in our own like discussion, and everyone else moved on, and then what are you guys talking about? And we were like, the same topic we've been discussing for the past 5 minutes.
They were like, are you guys on drugs or something? Okay. But yeah, like for me, I think if that specific person correct me every freaking time, it will be annoying. Good thing you don't do that to me, but still,
I took that too,
not a lot.
because you've learned to be correct.
Okay.
I've
Okay.
trained you to be when you know
Okay.
that you're correct, then you can like say it out loud.
Nice to be correct. Okay.
Feels nice, doesn't it?
Controlling and excessively jealous.
Yeah, that's a toxic trait.
I would say it is.
Yeah, because like you have to be your own person. Can be micromanaging everything.
I used to have this toxic trait.
Yeah?
I used to have it.
Did I have it?
No.
I'm a chill dude.
But yeah, I used to have this toxic trait. Like way back. Like before you.
Mm.
Just thinking about it, like, damn girl, why you do this? But the thing is, people become like that. It depends how they are treated. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean it's like I don't think I think like 75% of people that is like that don't like
It's because of their past.
yeah, it's like from
I think-
past experience,
yeah.
not from just
because they're like that.
they're like that.
I
It's
totally agree to that.
just from past experience.
Yeah.
Something happened that made them like that. They didn't like just woke up and like micromanaging everything.
Let's be toxic today. Let's be controlling. Nah.
I mean,
yeah.
I think there are some people like that. That
Am I
you just wake up and just like, I'm gonna be toxic today.
No. Am I controlling and jealous?
No.
But you said it so sarcastically.
No, no.
Okay. Okay, this one. Um, this is one of my toxic traits.
We're discussing everything on the tables.
Maybe you'll agree to it. Never speak up. Just get mad and distance myself until I'm not mad anymore.
Oh my god. The communication.
Dude, okay, well, look. The communication is there, but not right away when you like piss the F out of me. You know why I don't do that? You know why I don't communicate right away? Because then you'll meet like a heartless person how I am. Like I will just say everything like because if I say everything like when I'm mad, it's not me, basically. I'm just gonna say
Can't you control yourself? No, I'm
no.
joking. No, I think like it takes time when you're in a relationships and you get to know your person. Like that's your like dealing mechanism. That's how you react. And I was like I'm on the other side of the spectrum. Like I wanna get things done right away.
No, not me.
I wanna get it over with, like discuss, put it behind us, get it past. But you're like hold and take time, whatever, do the whole process.
And no, it's not a whole process. If you know
it's a whole process.
If you know I'm mad, you leave me for at least an hour, 2 hours.
That's what I mean. That is chill. No, that's what I mean. Like where it takes time for like your partner to like compromise and like get what you need so you can move forward.
Basically.
Yeah.
Basically.
Because like
and it took time for you to realize that.
Yeah.
Like dude, shut the F up. Leave me alone. But then now it's good because now you know.
Okay. Go be mad.
I'm charging nuts.
No,
Okay.
but I think it's like you have to like from the start you have to know that not everyone is the same with like their dealing like mechanism. So
good that you know.
yeah. Been
Good
there,
that
done
you
that.
know. Good that
We
'Cause I
improve
always-
and move forward.
That is freaking true. Because before I used to do that, that was a no, bro, no. Like I say a lot of shit, and that makes me like a heartless person. And I can't. Okay. Making other people a priority and getting upset when everyone didn't do the same for me.
I think it's to an extent
What do you mean?
because how do I say this? It's more or less when you're planning something or maybe you're planning to go out or something and everyone's like yeah let's do this, so you're like the leader or like the person in charge of like organizing everything, and when the time comes everyone bails out or whatever.
What?
Like everyone doesn't show up or like say last minute they come up with an excuse why they can't be there or something.
No, but that's not the case here. I'm telling, like for example, I help you out with everything. I like, okay. Let's say I do your surprise party every time. I help you out if you need money. I'll give it to you or just like borrow you or something. But then, if I ask you, they won't do the same. Let's say like that. Because basically, I'm prioritizing you before me. And like, if I ask you the same way that you ask me, I won't get the same. Nothing like that. Basically, you're expecting to get something in return. I think for me, it's toxic when they are expecting to have something in return.
Yeah, because you have to do something without expecting something in return.
Yeah,
You just have to do it at the goodness out of your heart.
Exactly, just spreading your kindness, but not that you're expecting as well to get something from return.
Because you can expect the biggest thing back in return, and when you don't get that, you get disappointed.
Exactly.
You're just setting up yourself for failure, bro.
Okay. Ha! I think you're gonna
Ah.
you're gonna remember someone. Okay. Oversharing their life details from health problems to relationship issues, etc., etc.
What? Can you repeat it?
Oversharing their life details from health problems to relationship issues. Like sorry, on internet, like on Instagram, on Facebook.
What am I supposed to remember?
Okay, I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
Okay, then just make sure it doesn't, because your
Yeah.
mic is like there.
Yeah. Gonna. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like you go first.
I don't know. I don't know.
Do you think
I
it's a toxic trait?
I don't. Yeah. I don't think. Well, it depends. You have to know your line, what to share and what not to share.
Yeah,
It's
I think
like a 20% toxic, but not.
it's just more or less like just you can share whatever you want, but it's like you have to have boundaries or something. You don't have to share everything online or for everyone to know. And
You know why I'm not saying anything? Because I'm not sure. Because like, for us right now, we're sharing everything.
yeah, that's true.
So,
But we're
right-
not sharing everything. That's the difference. Because Benny, I mean, you can share to an extent. I think you have to have boundaries to what you can and cannot share.
yeah, that's true. Because then you have some people like, yeah, I just broke up with my boyfriend, blah 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 blah. Blah. To explain the full detail why they broke up.
But I think it's
People like
also
that.
subjective to the person as well.
What do you
Because
mean?
you have like YouTubers sharing their lives.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm not sure if it's toxic or not.
So I don't really think it's toxic.
Pause.
Yeah, but I think it's just like okay, so
I think it's just
if you put your
depends.
life on online, you can't you're gonna be held accountable for your actions, basically. You can just be like, oh my god, everyone's thinking I'm doing this, this, and this. I mean, what did you expect? You're putting your
Oh
life
yeah,
on
that's true.
display.
That's true. That is true.
So you can't be complaining that everyone's judging you or whatever because
Yeah.
you gave them that information, so
I mean,
it's on you.
This word there's a lot of judgments, whatever. Okay. That person expecting you to be okay with something when they wouldn't be okay if the roles were switched. Hallelujah.
What do you mean like that?
Huh?
You got something to get off your chest?
No, no, no.
No, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of people like that though.
That's very, very true. Very, very true.
Very toxic. 100% toxic.
Yeah, I think it's more or less.
Because like like for example, you do me bad. If I do the same as you, then you feel bad. Like, bitch.
I think the first person that does it doesn't feel bad, and then when you get it back in return, it's like the most
End of
worst
the world.
thing you could have
It's
done
the
to
end of the
them.
world.
It's like when you put yourself, you get that vibe, like returned. It's like the end of the world, like you said. It's like the world's come crashing down. You did them the dirtiest, whatever.
And then they start spreading rumors, etc., etc., and
They
then
exaggerate the most
and
thing.
then end up hating you.
Yeah. Damn, bro.
Damn.
Comment down if you heard that.
I don't think so. Okay. Okay, what do you think about this? Parents making their children as a retirement plan.
I'm 50-50 on this.
Okay.
What are you?
Why are you 50-50?
Just say yes or no so I know where you're at.
What do you wait. 50-50 as in 50 toxic, 50 not?
Yeah. That's what 50-50 means.
For me, actually, it is.
For toxic. Okay. Why?
No, I ask you first.
Okay.
Pulling the questions. To
I
me.
think it's like okay, so it's a lot of pressure to put that on your child, but it's also, I mean,
Wait, hold on before you explain. I said I'm what I meant by retirement plan. As in like when they retire, they just depend on you, like
yeah, I know.
every like the
Yeah.
whole year.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got you, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like I said, it's a lot of pressure to put that on your child because it's like one way like they support you like not your whole life but like a lot of your life
Mhm.
like let's say average like 18
Yeah.
to 20 years
Yeah.
and like at the end not the end like when they're not working anymore like when
Mhm.
they retire it's like you're giving them back what they gave you
Yeah.
but on the other hand it's like okay because some people have that defense like they didn't ask to be born so that's their responsibility to take care of you blah 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 yada yada yada
Yada yada yada. I
yeah
was about to say
blah blah
that.
blah all the bush kabash
Uh-huh.
and it's like okay it's coming back to the same thing like you do something and don't expect something in return but I feel like it's also nice to take care of them but also to an extent it's not like they're dependent solely on you.
Yeah,
You
that's
get what I mean?
that's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Like
That's
of
why I'm
course.
50-50. That's why I'm not like, no, I don't want to do it, or yes, I
No,
want to
not
do it.
not that I don't want to do it, but like for them to see like completely retirement plan, not it's not really like why like I will be there to help you out, of course. I will if you need anything, I'll help you, of course, but not like like every freaking like how do I explain this without triggering? It's just like I won't basically be your retirement the whole year.
Yeah,
I will
that's true.
help you, of
Like
course,
I
but not
think,
that you're gonna depend on me
yeah,
every
I
time.
think it's like I'm I'm not plan A. I'm more like a backup plan
Yeah, my
and like
plan. Yeah,
sometime plan
plan
C.
A is your pension,
Yeah, basically.
basically. Plan B, yeah. Plan B, I think is
Yeah, it's like
us.
plan B. Yeah,
It's
you're.
plan B,
It's
yeah.
like
Like if you need anything, I'll help you out, of course, but not like always you'll depend on me always. Like, let's say for example, I don't have a good to work in the future. You can't like see me as your retirement plan. That's what I meant. Like,
yeah,
it all depends like how your position is in the future, but still not as a retirement plan. More like a plan B. That's it, like you said.
yeah. We agree.
Great. Mm. Hmm.
You're laughing too much.
Comparing children to successful cousins or people.
Wow. Wow. You can go first.
Well, this one used to be like they always do this when I was a child, like a kid. Or not now. Well, now no, but like before, yes. They used to compare me to cousins, other people, whatever, whatever, whatever. Like, why won't you be successful like him or her or whatever? Bitch, that maybe. But yeah,
For me, it's like
but that was back then. But now I think everyone is more like, how they say this, educa.
hmm, a lot of educated.
Yeah, so they don't really do that anymore. So, but this is mostly like family,
Yeah,
not like I won't like see just a random people like compare me or something.
yeah. No, I think it's like you don't have to like compare within your own family. Just compare to yourself. Like you don't have to put everyone on the same line and measure their success because you got put onto a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Like, for example, if you're, how do I say this? If you're like,
Basically, everyone has their own success. Like,
yeah,
let them be. It doesn't have to be the same as that specific person because you think that specific person is successful, and then you want that people that you want me to be as successful as them.
speak your shit, woman.
Because it's true, because that one. And I don't know if, I think it happens a lot as well now. Like, just comparing.
Yeah, I feel like um, like for example, they take the most successful person in their family, and that's what they compare it to. Like, if you're like, not like I'm comparing, but like if you're successful in like in this range and like the most successful person in your family in this, they're gonna compare you to them and say like, oh, why couldn't you be like them? Why don't you
Yeah.
thrive to be more like them?
Yeah.
Like everything's gonna be compared to that person.
That's true. Like,
Like if
yeah.
you're on the other end of it, it sucks because if you're the one being compared to, like if you're the one like at the bottom, you're like, oh, okay, they're gonna judge me or whatever. You feel like you're not doing enough. But
Mhm.
also, if you're the person on top, everyone's measuring up to you.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, yeah, if you do anything wrong, it's like, how could you do this? Blah blah blah. You were so successful. How can you make these wrong decisions? Whatever. So it's a lot of pressure on either side. So it should just stop in general.
Because then you see like people, like for example, like you stopped school right away, then you're a failure.
Mm.
But what if you stopped school and then you went to a position that is really high or something? Now what you are, like, successful or a failure? Like,
Gotta have balance, bro.
bro, let me be. Let me
Let me
fucking
live
be.
my life, bro. It's not
Okay.
yours, it's mine.
Next. Oh, I know this. When you're sharing an achievement or like a funny story or whatever, or even a personal struggle, etc., and then someone immediately respond with their own experience that's somehow even more remarkable, dramatic, or like more, I'd say, on top than your story. Let me take this
Triggered.
moment.
Triggered.
Hey, let me take this moment. That is hella toxic. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's hella toxic. Because you're like, come on,
Dude.
just be like,
Just
Just be-
enjoy my story for a
Yeah.
while. Like, dude, let me be.
just enjoy my achievement. You don't have to one up
God
me.
damn. Like, you're saying, yeah, I did this, etc., etc., and then the other person like, can say, oh, last year I did that. It was really fun, but I did this as well. Did it.
It's like when you've been on
Dude.
vacation. It's like when you've been on vacation and you say, hey, I've, like, for example, what can I say? Like, I've gone to Universal. And they're like, yeah, we did that the same year last year or 3 years ago. We went to Universal, went to Disney, went to Dulu, and
Okay,
it's like,
okay,
okay,
great.
good for you, but
Ikaw na. Okay, sorry.
I'm talking about now. I just did it. I wanted to like tell you guys my story. Why you bringing up your story from the past? Like,
To express the other words.
yeah,
Other ones.
like that's like,
Dude, shut the fuck
why you
up.
gotta undermine me?
God damn, I know a lot of people like that.
But yeah, it's like a hella toxic trait.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you can't help it, but I understand like sometimes, but every time
But
you're
have
consistently
to like
doing
be
it,
consistent on what are you doing?
like if it happens once in a while because you
think
just
because-
remember and you're
yeah.
just like, it brings up memories or whatever, and like, yeah, we've also done that, and we also went to okay, it's fine. But if you're like every time you're doing it,
Dude, it gets annoying.
it gets hella annoying.
Hella annoying. Yeah.
You know who you are.
You know who you are. Okay. I'm not sure if this is toxic, but maybe. I think I have this one as well.
Comment down below who you think is more toxic, her or me.
You are constantly interrupting people.
I mean, you have this.
Because what I meant by interrupting, for example, let's say we're a group of friends, right?
Mhm.
We're talking about a topic, okay? And like you are talking, and like I just cut you off and talk what I have in my mind or something, because it's, how do you say, it's the right time to mention it or something like that,
Mhm.
because that's the specific topic we're talking about. For that, then it won't, like, if I mention it after, it won't make sense. So basically, cutting people off when they talk, like interrupting people. If you like think about it, I do that a lot.
That's true. I just realized that.
But I'm not sure if it's a
I-
toxic thing.
I don't think it's toxic
Because, like,
because there's a time and place that
exactly.
sometimes you have to do it, but sometimes it can be hella rude as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you just have to like know when you can and cannot do it.
Like, I only do like with friends or something, but like I know this is like a couple of years ago or something. I don't do it when it's like, for example, like a boss or a teacher or whatever. I used to do it a lot, and then I realized I was like, Valerie, what the hell are you doing?
Cutting off bosses.
No, just like, yeah,
Or people in
not
general.
bosses, but just a regular conversation or something, like, and then just cut you off or something, and then I don't know. I find it rude because if someone cut me off just out of fucking nowhere, then I will be like, hello. You know what I mean?
Coming back to the other toxic trait.
I'm not sure if it's toxic. Anyways. Okay. Asking multiple different people for advice and then doing whatever you want.
I think you're just dumb.
What do you mean? What do
Why are you
mean?
asking for advice and then not take it?
Because maybe I want to hear my own opinion on your, like, coming out your mouth. Then I will be like sure that, oh, okay, then my opinion is correct. But if I have to hear,
So you want assurance
yeah, basically.
that you're doing the right thing.
But if you're telling another opinion, then I don't give a shit. I think I'm this one. Loki.
That's why I was asking. I'm like,
Loki, I'm like this. Like, Loki.
I know you do that.
Loki. Because, like, if I
Why are
have
you
my-
asking for opinion? Just ask if you agree with my opinion.
I don't know. I just, because I want to know. I want to be like,
You don't want to be biased.
no, like, you want to know, like, the other's opinion, what is their ideas, etc., etc. But in my mind, I'm like, dude, your idea is shit.
Then
Why
did
don't you-
ask in the
why-
first place?
Why don't you want my opinion? Why don't you hear my opinion? But anyway. No, because, like, look, we have this education thing that we have to, like, share our ideas and put our ideas together, etc., etc.
But you're talking about school life. What I'm talking about is like regular life.
Okay, I'm talking about school life.
Oh, that then school life. Yeah, it makes sense. Sometimes somebody has like the worst opinion ever.
Worst idea
It's
ever.
like-
but then you have to go, like, stick with it.
But I've learned how to like let people down gently, or like be direct, but not like be an asshole.
yeah.
It's
I
like
also learned that.
it's
as well.
like yeah, okay. I like your idea. We're gonna put it on the
But-
back burner.
but
That could be plan C. We can see what we can come up with A and B, because like right now we have this great idea A, and that this idea B we're gonna go with like we can
trying
vote.
to say no,
Yeah,
but in like
basically.
a long ass way. Okay, this is the last one. Okay.
Last but not least.
Be procrastinating until my deadline or plans are an hour or two away. What I meant by that is, like, you keep switching. Like, for example, we have our deadline in 3 weeks or in a month, but you plan to do it this week, but you keep, like, delaying it until that specific day come, like maybe 2-3 days before, then you end up doing it.
I'm not gonna lie, that's me sometimes.
Me too. I think that's everyone.
Because sometimes I get my best ideas when I'm under pressure.
Hey, that's freaking true. Like for example, how I say this, the portfolio that we have to do, we usually like plan to do it like maybe a month or two before,
It's like we can each
or
week,
maybe during
like
the period.
each week we can do like a point. Never
No.
happens. And
Because
it's
the
like
creativity is not there. Like
yeah,
it's not in your head. Like
brain is not braining.
yeah, it's not braining. It's braining until like 2 or 3 days before the deadline, basically.
And then you get like the wildest idea. You get inspiration, motivation, all at
Hey,
once.
that's freaking true. You become like a writer and like this.
Become a professional writer. Become something else.
And then like because like during the portfolio you have to like say like a quote or something. Maybe like to be
Become Shakespeare. To
or
be.
not to be.
That is where that started.
Okay.
Because I got so motivated and started like saying like weird lines, and I was like,
Dude, if you have to like
where did this go?
hear those shit, hey down. Is that Valerie? Is that Justin?
It's
What?
weird. Like, what the fuck is this? But yeah, it's like sometimes it's good, sometimes it can be bad.
Yeah.
But you just have to know yourself. If you
Trust
can
yourself.
if you can take on that pressure,
Yeah.
if you know you can thrive under pressure like we can, you don't have to worry about it. Just
Trust
wait until the
yourself.
moment comes,
Yeah.
and then
'Cause
the
I
light
know I'll
bulb
finish it.
switches on, and you're like,
Hey, that's true.
and finish everything in like 1 or 2 days.
That's true.
And people take like, some people take like
A
month
month or two.
or 2 weeks, and you do.
And you're still
the
there
sa-
chilling.
You're
Like,
not like
looking at
stressed,
them.
and you do the same work in 2 or 3 days, and you get a better score.
Hey, that's true. That's true.
Don't hate the play, hate the game, bro.
Hey, that's freaking true. I work my things like maybe a week before the deadline, and
Yeah, I
the
think so.
others 2 months or something. I get better grades than them. Like, damn, bro.
Can't help it. But yeah,
Okay. That's about it.
that's the end of the episode. If you liked the video, also subscribe, hit that notification bell once again, and also, what are we gonna let them comment now?
Oh, let us know if you guys like our new intro.
Yeah, we create a new intro.
Yeah, since we're in a new set, we decided to like make a new intro as well.
Yeah,
So
let's update a little bit.
yeah, so let us know in the comment below and what you guys think.
Yeah.
And this is a wrap. We will see you guys next week. Bye.